season.
Yeah, and it has done before for us, chasing
Yeah,
the top four.
we've been there.
And Lauren Koscielny has been the man on a couple of occasions to do it. So we want to get it secured before that. And this is a massively wasted opportunity, because when we looked at the run-in with the home games, they're 3 points. And it should have been. Costly errors cost us, bad defensive errors cost us dear today.
Well, Crystal Palace took the lead through Christian Benteke before Mesut Ozil equalised just after half-time. Palace then scored 2, courtesy of Zaha and MacArthur. The first, a mistake from Mustafi. The second, poor defending from the corner. Aubameyang gave us hope, but we couldn't force a third. And Crystal Palace have won by 3 goals to 2. Much to discuss from our Arsenal Nation studio with Kenzie and Joel. Pick the bones out of that. Full time here. Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 3.
Yeah, we just weren't able to steal that late equaliser. We were pushing forward at the end there, but it was a battle against the clock. Now, I'm still joined in the Arsenal Nation live studio with Joel from Cheeky Sport. Joel, we're going to kick off the full-time show by starting from the beginning of the second half. It started in the best way possible. Ozil came out with a bang. Let's take a look at some of the reaction to that. Charles has said he's done the chop finish again. His classic, that might be the best yet. Lacazette plays him through and Ozil does the rest. Ozil needs to do a tutorial for that hitting in the ground shot, masterclass. Yeah, he certainly does like that chop finish. And we've got another tweet here. That finish, oh, how, Ozil. It was all going so well at that point, Joel, wasn't it? Ozil really is a class act. And yeah, he loves that chop finish, doesn't he?
Yeah, you know, he loves the chop finish. It was a brilliant goal. I mean, I don't even think we had finished, you know, munching on our snacks, you know, before we hadn't even had the chance to get back to our seats yet. We ran out. We were celebrating with the fans. It was brilliant. And at that time, we should have taken advantage. And you know, I'm not going to be harsh on the boys, but you know, Dan's right. It's a wasted opportunity, and it's hard to even focus on such a glorious goal that Ozil scores. I mean, we know how class he is, and you know, fortunately for us, he even brought us back in the game at that point. That was brilliant stuff by him.
Yeah, you said it there. We were back in the game at that point, but unfortunately, things did quickly go downhill from there. Of course, Crystal Palace netted twice after that Ozil goal. And this fan here summed it up pretty nicely about how we were all feeling at that point. So there we go. That's when the scoreline was 1-3. I think that's a fair representation of how we were all feeling, Joel.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing reactions, match reactions, myself and yourself, Kenzie, and we almost couldn't believe it. I think you had to nudge me to, you know, because I don't even know, like, before I saw the replay, I don't even think I saw it. It just happened so quickly.
Well, I actually think they've got our reaction to show you guys watching at home. You can really see how shocked we genuinely were. This is the second goal. Joel, our faces kind of says it all, really.
Yeah, and it's just, it was literally like, I don't know. At that point, it was cruise control for Arsenal. We were in control of the game. Me and you were saying, you know what? It seems like this is how we should have started. Happy we've started this way. Maitland-Niles and Iwobi have changed the game. You know, the strikers see more on it. And then all of a sudden, you know, Zaha scores. I'm sorry to say it, but, you know, Mustafi, I don't know what was going on over there. I actually thought that besides that, in the second half, he had a good game. Like, in the second half, I thought he was really solid, but that was costly. And, you know, in the first half, we were talking about inexperienced kind of defending, and I thought, nah, no way, you must be talking about, you know, Mavropanos. But this is from one of our senior defenders, you know. We just need to be better, especially if we plan to play Champions League football next season.
Well, let's take a look at some analysis then from you guys at home, an overall look at today's game against Crystal Palace. We've got a tweet here. We're really going to make top 4 as hard as possible, aren't we? That's a really interesting point. And before people chat, we have been solid from set pieces all season. We've just lost the plot today. Do you think that that's a fair comment? Do you think that today was just a slip up? Because our home form has been fantastic. You know, we were searching for that 11th successive win today at home, which hasn't actually been done before, and unfortunately we let it slip today.
In the most politest way possible, it's almost irrelevant, you know, because I feel like the first week was right. We're making top 4 really, really hard. Yes, we've been decent with set pieces, to answer your question, but we really needed it today, if I'm honest with you. I'm not just thinking about today, I'm thinking about the run-up of games that we've got. We would have wanted to make this as simple as possible. You know, Tottenham lost, United lost. We need to be switched on. I said it in the first half. I don't think we've been really switched on today, and I don't change my mind on that. We should be better on set pieces, regardless of how good we've been during the course of the season. Schoolboy errors.
Joel, at this kind of critical time in the season, does performance still matter, or is it purely results at this point?
Of course, you want to play well, but I think results are more important more than anything. I mean, you can see this against, you know, Watford. I didn't care how we got the 3 points. I didn't care who got sent off. I didn't care what happened. I just wanted the 3 points, and that's what we got. So that was very important. And of course, against Napoli as well, you know, just having the 3 points, to me, that's the most important thing. It's the business end of the season. You know, we need to get top 4. I don't care how we get it, we just need to get top 4.
Well, we are still in that top 4. 4 games remain, 3 away from home. We'll come on to that in a moment. Now, we've spoken about the negatives in that second 45, but let's talk about a bright spark amongst that second half. Ainsley Maitland-Niles has been impressing those watching from home. Ainsley, crucial right now. He certainly showed up, didn't he, and made a real impact on the game. Another comment here is Lauren reincarnated. So everybody really, really loving him. I believe that's all we've got on Maitland-Niles. But would you echo those thoughts of people at home?
Absolute superstar, Maitland-Niles. And I say that because his heart is at the club. I've been fortunate enough, name drop, to have a couple chats with him, and he just seems so focused. And I think today when he came on, sometimes players need, 10, 15 minutes to ease into the game. He got straight into it, going in for challenges, even if he's getting whacked. There's just not enough words to say how much of a joy he's been this season. When he got injured, I thought, is he going to be able to come back to his best? Kenzie, he's better than he was before he got injured. Amazing stuff. We saw flashes of him last season against Man United away, and we thought, okay, we might have something here. But this season, fantastic player, man. And you know what? If he keeps on playing the way he does next season, he's going to be putting a lot of people's positions under threat.
Yeah, Ainsley is certainly a budding star. Now we're going to take a look at the current standings in the Premier League table after today's result. As I just touched on, we are still in 4th position. There are a few big games coming up, though. Joel, what do you make of the table at the moment?
Well, like I keep saying, I said it to Dan earlier on, I said the thing that is at our advantage right now is the fact that the other teams around us are not playing well. So do I think we're going to get top 4? Yes. I'm just not happy that we're making it as, really hard. But I think the teams around us are not very good at all. I think Tottenham will now focus on the Champions League. I think Man United will have more wobbles. They've got really hard games coming up with City and Chelsea, etc. And yeah, so I really think that because of that, we've got the chance of just nicking it, to be fair.
Now, Joel, before we let you go, we're going to finish the show in the same way we always do. We're going to come to you for your one-word summary of today's game.
Shaky.
I was a little bit worried what you were going to come out with then.
No,
Shaky.
Yeah.
Joel, I just had this and panicked.
Yeah.
Joel, thank you so much. You've been absolutely fantastic. As always, brilliant to have you on the show. As we mentioned, 4 games remaining, 3 of which are away from home. The first of those away visits is on Wednesday when we travel to take on Wolves. And of course, you can join us here in the Arsenal Nation live studio for all of the build-up to that game from 7:15. We'll see you then.